would go in the mall and just plant bombs.
And bombs.
Yeah. And it became like
Dude,
a
that's
yeah, it
fucking
became like
crazy.
yeah, it became like a trend that almost every day there's a mall that's being bombed, right? So that's why they started having those guards up front.
Wow.
Yeah, the tightening the security and shit. And I was surprised up until now it's still happening, which is pretty cool.
And we might as well.
Yeah. So that means that's over 2 decades now that they're doing that.
Yep.
And I don't know. We're probably the few ones that still remember why it happened. Right? If you ask people in the Philippines, the probably like the younger ones, they probably don't know. They probably thought that
Probably
it's
don't even know what Y2K would be too as well.
Oh yeah, true. True that.
Yeah. I remember fucking
Yep, we're that old,
what
guys.
I remember they were saying
Yeah.
like, before the year 2000, like I think that around December there's a lot of like text messages that were going around. It's like the end of the world, the end of the world.
True. I know my mom was hired to do some coding to fix Y2K for a company at the time.
I
And Cobalt.
Bobo? Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Because I mean, it affects Cobalt the most because it's so strict.
Alright.
I remember I had to
I sent
code.
you a message in Messenger.
Okay. I remember I had to code leap year
Wait, where is it?
Nice.
and COBOL, right? So
Yeah.
I was having a hard time. There's like about 2 or 3 developers that were working on it. Like a couple of them are senior developers, and they're like, we've coded something like this before years ago. I just don't remember it anymore. I don't know why we had to do leap year, but then we have to add it in the program, right? So I was like, how the fuck? So there's a calculation for it every certain, like by default, it's every 4 years, right? But there are certain years where we skip it. So it's that calculation that needs to happen, right? And I think I was so proud of this. I'm on my way home, and I think I was talking to someone and for another game like Destiny, I don't know, on PS5, right? And we were like, dates. It's just a random sentence in our conversation. It was like dates will never change. Like December 25th will always be December 25th, right? Regardless of the day. I mean, regardless of if it's Monday, Tuesday, it doesn't matter. Every year it's still gonna be the same day. I was like, oh. So I was like, can you wait 1 second, stop, and I need to rethink what you said. And I was like, so that means if I apply with leap year will always be there, right? We don't need to
After a
calculate
certain
it.
year.
Yeah, we don't need to calculate it. It's by default, right? Someone else does it for us. We just need to like get it. So I got home.
February.
I got home and I googled all the leap years for the next 100 years,
Yeah.
and I got it. I was like, this years will never change.
Yeah.
So I
Will
get
never change.
the next day I came back. I told my manager, I was like, what if we just create a table, put all the leap years there, and just match the year every time we run the program. And I was like, you know what? I think that's good. Instead of calculating it.
Yeah.
You got my message?
Yeah. Yeah. And this was
That's
a
how
little
the
bit.
text
Yeah.
is.
This is a little bit advanced. I was talking about like stick figures.
I know. But it's similar to that. You can share the scoop.
Oh my fuck. Oh no!
What happened?
Robin.
I thought my Streamlabs was bugging, but it turns out I accidentally pressed spacebar, which turned on the last thing I last clicked, which was end stream, which is now a live stream, and now it was streaming for the past 4 minutes.
Mm.
Oh, we had a decent
we
conversation.
Nice.
I don't know. Gonna have to delete that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to delete that. Hang on, let me stop it.